If you look up Virgo Moon, usually you're going to find mostly negative stuff. And I just don't think this is really fair. The reason for it is probably because Virgos are pragmatists. And maybe we could even say pessimists. They want to hear the worst things first. And so that's what you're going to usually find. I'm not going to give in. Best traits about a Virgo moon is that they're hardworking. They want to serve other people. Remember, the moon sign is your emotion, what makes you feel emotionally comfortable and secure, like the sweater. What is Virgo? Virgo is the sign that represents service, work, and also your health. In order to feel emotionally secure, Virgo moons need to take into consideration the health of their emotions. Not underestimate this, which is hard to do because Virgos are pragmatists, so they're usually more preoccupied with little details and things, and not necessarily like the big question of, am I happy? How do I feel? If you can get to the heart of that question, then you will be a very well-rounded, happy person. Virgo moons are very giving people, but they're not always giving to themselves. So sometimes they can be easy targets because they're so hardworking and they underestimate themselves. So don't underestimate your qualities. You guys are probably more hardworking than everyone else around you. It's just a fact. Virgo moons love the little details. They love running errands, their routine, that morning coffee, their yoga stretches, a particular kind of tea that they have to buy online and they can't find anywhere else because it's perfect. In addition to Virgo being about service, Virgos are also obsessed with perfection. In a moon position, this is often going to be perfection that you're going to find in the home environment. You might be trying to find perfection in yourself emotionally. You might be trying to find perfection in your routine, perfection in the people that are in your family that are closest to you, your spouse, perfection in your children, perfection in your day-to-day routine and work. And, well, the world isn't perfect. For a Virgo to be happy and not totally stressed out and neurotic, focus more not on making things perfect, but in making things better. Virgo moons always make everything better. When you realize that about yourself, then you'll be like, you know what? I'm actually really great. If you're not underestimating yourself, you'll realize all the things that you've been doing and all the things that you're capable of, and you won't be putting too high of expectations on yourself. Virgo moons are also great problem identifiers. If you can identify the problem soon enough, then it won't become as big of a problem. So that's a really great trait to have. It's like the canary in the cage in the coal mine. You know how that works, right? Where the canary senses the danger before everyone else does and saves everyone else's lives. A Virgo moon, you can sense things that are going to go off course before anyone else realizes it. Virgo moons are kind of like the princess and the pea, the kings and queens of routine. All of those little details, those are the things that they live for. So if you are dating one or you live with one, you probably already know that they take care of all those little things, like the bills and all of that they're just very good with. So while Virgo moons are really good at being emotionally pragmatic, unlike the rest of us crazy people out here, and very grounded, they also are benefited by purity and relaxation, probably more than any other moon position. So things like yoga, like meditation, these therapeutic health regimens are very good for a Virgo moon. It can help them to balance their life, to not be overanalyzing, and to just lighten up on themselves. I think Virgo moons are funny because even though they love everything to be perfect and organized, I have noticed that a lot of them are actually really, really messy. And I think the reason for that is that they put such a zeroed-in focus on one particular thing to tidy up, like their computer or their workspace, at the inside of their car, and everything else goes by the wayside because they're so fixated on that one little thing, and then they can't put attention to everything else. They're not the multitasker type. So that's kind of funny about them because by hearing about Virgo, you would think, oh, they're going to be like clean freaks and all of that. And while some are, it just depends on the moon Virgo and what they value the most. Because Virgo is prone to being that kind of neurotic type, which leads to depression and unhappiness and hypochondria and all these kind of negative traits, finding purity with the meditation is important. Purity isn't perfection. Purity is just a knowledge that you're making the world better, that you want to help, good intentions matched with realistic expectations. Massage is really good for just calming and just being more zen about everything. It also comes with age. Just like I was talking about how Virgos clean and how they fixate about one thing, when it comes to life, happiness, and balance, Virgos can get fixated on one area, like their work life, or they can get fixated on just their relationship and trying to make it work, and everything else goes by the wayside. I call that the deer in the headlights, because a Virgo, more than anyone, wants everything to work. But when they're putting so much pressure on everything, then nothing works. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about there. Virgo is an earth sign, so that goes with Capricorn and Taurus. When you have the moon, which is an emotional placement, with an earth sign, that means your emotions are actually pretty grounded. You sometimes tend to ignore your emotions. That's what a lot of earth moon placements do. So as long as you don't bottle up all those emotions, then you can handle them pretty well because you don't have so much chaotic emotional baggage like some of the other placements do. When it all comes down to it, for a Virgo moon, what advice I would give is be happy. If you miss out on the big picture emotionally of what your emotions are there for, what life is about, a big part of it is just to be happy. So don't underestimate that big picture. In ancient astrology, a Virgo moon placement was seen synonymously with slavery. They would get taken advantage of because they so want to serve and be useful. Like a Virgo moon doesn't see themselves as a person as much as a tool. I don't mean tool like in a slang kind of way, but just as like an object that you can use. So a lot of Virgo moons don't realize it, but their desire to work can be something that other people say, ooh, yeah, that'll work for me. Just be particular about who you choose to serve. Don't I know that's true? A Virgo moon also can get really into health stuff, which is actually great with moderation. Just remember, moderation is key. The health and the body and listening to your heart and listening to your body and how it's operating is all important for your body, mind, and soul. Everything working together. Virgo moons are the microscope. They go in and they laser into the tiniest little things that everyone else doesn't see. So Virgo moons, thanks for keeping us grounded. Thanks for seeing everything that we don't see, for helping us to make the world a better place, and for all of your hard work. It doesn't go unnoticed. All right, thanks guys for watching, and subscribe to my blog. Next we have Moon in Libra.